Temple number 60, Yokomineji. This is a Nansho temple, and it really is a Nansho temple deserving of that title. Last 10 kilometers is a hike up. The first 8 kilometers or so are on a beautiful winding road through the mountains as they kind of peel back one after the other. And then the last 2 kilometers is a 500-meter ascent until you get to this gate. Here are just some of the stairs. 500 meters over 2 kilometers. It's pretty steep and pretty brutal. Gate is looking fairly new, as are the Neo look a little older, but the gate is definitely looking new. After the gate, there's still a walk up to the temple. This temple is also a sekishoji temple, meaning a barrier temple where it tests if you are a good pilgrim or not, if you've been behaving well. It's a barrier gate, and if you're not behaving well, then you have to sort of go back and start over again. This temple is at 700 meters, or roughly 2,340 feet in height. Many people consider this the single most difficult temple to get to, and it is up there. I don't know if this one or Sanshoji, number 12, is more difficult, but they are both pretty brutal. After the gate, you come up to a rest area, and down here is where you will get your book signed, but you have to go up to get to the temple, and actually the road to Temple 61 is also up there. Here is where you wash your hands. Now let's go on up to the temple. Nokyo Sho and stairs up. And here is the main hall. Next to the main hall is the bell, and then behind it is the Daishido. The main image of this temple is the Dainichi Buddha, but inside it is this image of Gogen, the three-eyed god of the mountain wanderers. The three-eyed image of the mountain wanderer was carved in the 7th century by the mountain wanderer Enno Ozuna, also known as Enno Gyoja. He was born in modern-day Nara Prefecture. He was an actual living person, a diviner, a healer who studied esoteric mantra practices and performed asterias in the mountains, and eventually laid the foundation for Shugendo. He carved a three-eyed god of mountain wanderers, and then Kukai came up here and carved the image of Dainichi Buddha and put the three-eyed god of mountain wanderers inside of it. During the early Meiji period, the temple fell into disuse, but in 1909 it was restored. Part of that Shinto-Buddhist split, Buddhism declined tremendously, but back in by the end of Meiji, people started to come back to Buddhism, and this temple was restored. And this is definitely a temple where you definitely get a feeling of Shugendo. Just the hike up makes you feel like a mountain wanderer ascetic, and then once you get here, it's a very beautiful mountain top. So this is the Daishido of the temple. I'm not sure what this hall is. This was the last of the major temples to have a road built to it, and the road wasn't built up here until 1984. This temple was originally affiliated with the holy mountain of Ishizuchi-san, which was worshipped as a Shinto god. But in 1869, with the split between Shintoism and Buddhism, it broke apart and became an independent Buddhist temple, and actually fell into disuse. It wasn't until 1909 that it was restored. Temple number 60, Yokomineji. Both a barrier temple and a difficult temple to get to, but well worth it. It is a beautiful temple up in the mountains.